if there's a letter and Sandy Alderson is denying it, makes him look really, really bad. Because if there is physical proof that he has his John Hancock on a paper and he signed it, it makes him the bad guy. And if he thinks that he is going to get away with this, because Billy Eppler did not, Billy Eppler had to step down, because if he didn't step down, he was getting fired. Yep. Okay. So, and Sandy Alderson obviously has a good relationship with Uncle Stevie, and we all know that. That's why he decided to rehire Sandy Alderson to take over the team for the 2 or 3 years before he decided to bring Billy Eppler in to be his successor. It didn't work out, and it hasn't worked out. And we'll see if Stearns is the guy that is going to take the Mets to that promised land, give them a chance to win that championship. But right now, this doesn't look good for the New York Mets. It really makes them look like they were trying to cheat, trying to get that higher draft pick. That's what it seems like. I mean, if you look at this, if you're a losing team and you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a better chance of winning that lottery. And over the last couple of years, the Mets have drafted pretty well. At least that's what we think.
Unless they leave the team, aka Kumar Rocker.
Yes, that's another one, by the way. But the fact is if Sandy Alderson is coming out and saying and trying to ignore the fact that this story is going to grow legs and they're going to investigate it, and when they do investigate it, what are the fines going to be? Are they going to lose a draft pick? I mean, I don't know how baseball is going to work with this. I think this is a first of a kind. I've never heard this before. No. I've never heard of a team trying to fake injuries. I've never heard this before. Are they betting? I mean, is this a betting scheme? I don't know. I mean, we just heard Jonte Porter. I mean, him sitting out claiming that he's hurt because to make sure that he comes under his numbers for the game so he can win millions and millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. Who knows if Sandy Alderson and Billy Eppler were a part of a ring of money laundering through betting when it comes to this. I don't know. I don't know what the story is with this, but it doesn't look good for the New York Mets. And Uncle Stevie took over this team, what was it, 4 years ago, promising that he was going to win a championship in 5 years. It hasn't worked out. How many GMs has he had now?
This would be 3 now.
3 GMs in 5 years. That's not a good sign for the New York Mets. And this is an organization that's trying to rebuild, trying to bring in superstar players to want to play here. Now you hear Juan Soto come out and actually say that he is willing to sign in the middle of the season with the New York Yankees, which pretty much tells me, which we've heard Scott Boras come out and say that his client won't do that. Right. Now, all of a sudden, you're hearing Juan Soto come out and say that he will do that, which tells me he wants to stay a Yankee. So this is not a good sign for the New York Mets. It's not a good sign for the league, because now the Yankees have brought in a player that wants to stay here, wants to be here, and move forward with an organization that has a chance to win every single year. I don't know what's going on with the New York Mets in this organization, but again, with the whole John Heyman thing, if John Heyman's coming out and saying that this letter was found and his John Hancock was on it, I don't know how you could deny this. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can just brush it under the rug. And now the MLB is going to investigate it. I don't know how much is the league going to suspend, or, well, he can't be suspended because he's done. He's retired. So right. What are they going to do? Are they going to drop the hammer on the Mets? Are they going to take a draft pick away from them? Are they going to make them? The money doesn't matter to a guy like Uncle Stevie. He's got the money.
And it might have to be a harsher penalty than the draft picks, too.
I think if this story is true, I think you have to take away a draft pick or two. Mm-hmm. You have to. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. I mean, Uncle Stevie's not going to care if it's a $350,000 fine.